I just want to thank so many of you. This is wonderful for coming and celebrating the enduring spirit of the human heart, regardless of the age. So a little bit about this program. 20 years ago, Leading Age PA had an event honoring the people that we serve, and that would be our members and their residents. And during that event, they showcased resident work. And so since then, that artwork has graced the walls here at Leading Age PA, and it has inspired everybody that has come in. So 2 years ago, I was encouraged to use my gift as an artist to create a program that would benefit the senior living field. So seeing this artwork every day, I started to get a vision that started to form in my thoughts and my prayers. And I thought, so what if I, reinvented and expanded on the original idea? So what you are experiencing today is part of that vision. So I want to encourage you that this artwork that you see standing around you, think of it as a resounding reminder that we all have the power to change our minds and our perspectives about aging. And that together, we should embrace older adults for their vitality and their wisdom that they bring to the communities. And together, we can create a world where ageism has no place. So please, please give the older adults, all seniors, a round of applause. Thank you. So this event would not have been possible without all the support that we've had from everyone, and I just want to acknowledge everyone. Our first is our Gala sponsor, which is Cimbria with Lindsay Colchan. I'm trying to see her. Lindsay, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, everyone. It was such a privilege. When Natalie told me about the opportunities that we had to sponsor, she had mentioned this art gala, and I'm pretty confident that I committed on the spot without any approval. I was like, yes, we are in. We are in. Personally, art is very special to me. My dad is a very talented painter. And I think the thing that is best and most interesting of art is how it breaks generations and how it unites generations. Some of my best childhood memories is learning from my dad, watching him paint, but now I get the joy of watching my children learn to paint from him. Picasso once said that the purpose of art is washing the dust of daily life off our souls. Cimbria is a therapy and pharmacy company, and we pride ourselves in the care that we provide older adults. However, music and art is the most therapeutic thing that there is. It's the only thing that can heal the body, mind, and soul. So this was an honor to be able to sponsor this event, and I thank all of the residents and the older adults that have put in the artwork, and you guys did a phenomenal job, so thank you.
I also want to thank Forefront, who has sponsored the food and beverage, and we're going to give them an opportunity to talk a little later and tell you everything that they've been passing. But I want to thank our musicians, Brian Levesque and Rachel Walker. These two are very special to me. They are alumni from the Leading Age PA Fellows in Leadership program. So I was so excited to have them here and use their gifts. I also want to thank Carolyn Bupp, owner of Cross Creek Farm, who, along with the Leading Age PA staff, transformed this corporate building into something magical. And I would be remiss not to thank the jurors who painstakingly had to look through all of the pieces of art that came in. There was 112, and we had to make the decision of which ones would get in the exhibit. So keep in mind that these pieces of art are not just art. They are instruments of change. And as it travels across the state of Pennsylvania, it's going to break barriers, and it's going to open the doors that we can talk about ageism. I'd also like to say that we are very honored to have Patty Kim here with us. She is a state representative who serves as the chair for the House Aging and Older Adult Services Committee. Patty, you would say something?
Thank you so much for having me here today. I didn't know what to expect with this gala, but I was blown away by the art and the music. So thank you so much for having me. Again, as chair, majority chair of Aging and Older Adult Services, we do a lot of work to make sure that our older Pennsylvanians are healthy, safe, can stay in their homes and whatnot. And to be honest, it's a little bit depressing talking about all the needs. But coming here today was an uplift and a celebration of our older Pennsylvanians. And I'm a little bit new to this job, but I want to put this part of my platform in combating ageism. I think that is a very positive thing that we can do, and it's just uplifting, and we can change the minds of our younger folks that we need to have more respect for our elders. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I'm Asian American. I'm out. I fully agree. But I love my culture and that we really take care of our elders, and it's really important. So this job, this position means a lot to me. And finally, you put your money into a very good organization, Leading Age PA. They are educated, well-researched, and when they walk through the capitals, they really educate us on the needs for the organizations and the members. So thank you for your work, and thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you. And at this time, I would like to ask Gary Pisano, our president and CEO of Leading Age PA, to join us.
Thank you, folks. I just want to say a few words. One is gratitude for all of you showing up, because showing up counts for everything, right? We know that about life, right? At Leading Age PA, we advocate and we educate and we provide business solutions for providers for what we like to say is everywhere that older Pennsylvanians reside and access their care. We are a mission-driven group with our members to evolve aging services. And this event right here is really our mission in action, right? The way I think about artists is that artists inform and educate society. And although we advocate on your behalf very strongly, there is nothing stronger than your own voice. And today we get to amplify that. What we're telling Pennsylvania today through your artwork is that older people can thrive and they can be productive and creative, and that aging in Pennsylvania can be a good thing. So especially thank you to the artists. And I'd like to hand the microphone over to Patrick Johnson in regard to what they've been able to provide to us in regard to beverage and food. Patrick.
Thanks, Gary. When we were approached by Leading Age to be part of this, it was a natural fit. Food is about passion, art is about passion, so putting those two together, how could we say no? So we were fortunate and able to craft a menu about passion and combine that with art and build that canvas, and hopefully you were able to enjoy that. I want to thank our team, and I want to thank Sue Vertigam and her team at United Zion, where we began our canvas. And I'd like to share with you our artistic director, Chef Kareem Michaels, who's just going to talk briefly about what you've been enjoying, and then we'll turn it back over.
Can everybody hear me? So good afternoon. I'm from Puerto Rico, so I got a live voice. So let's us Puerto Ricans speak pretty loud. So I was blessed to take part of this event and cook and design a menu for you guys. So based on art, I sculpted what I think will work with colors and textures and smells, combine everything together. So I want to start from the back to the front. So if you notice, there's two stations that have mocktails. So up here we have the Salvador Dali, which is our magic apple. You know, Dali was a little bit up there, okay? At the bottom, we got our playing Moscow Mule by Frida Kahlo. So bringing that Hispanic heritage into it. And Moscow Mules, everybody like it, so we use mango to bring up that, to tie it in. Then you have two action stations, and one is the duck, and that was based on Batiste, who is from New Orleans. And that's the blackened duck with the biscuits and the play on New Orleans culture and how the artists work. And then at the far end, we have the Basquiat. So again, another controversial out there artist. That's why we have sushi that has purple rice versus a traditional, white rice. And that's why we have sweet plantains, because he does have a heritage from Puerto Rico. So I incorporated their backgrounds, their art into our food. And then we came back to Pennsylvania and we did the crab cakes with chow chow. Which is so, I know Pennsylvania, crab cakes, everybody loves crab cakes, but nobody will ever dare use chow chow. So I said, we're gonna have chow chow. We're gonna have chow chow in a way that people are gonna enjoy. And I'll tell you, people love it because it goes chow chow. It's nostalgic, but for a Puerto Rican guy like me and a lot of other newer generation, chow chow is not the craziest thing. So we tied into those crab cakes with a citrus aioli. Then we went with beef. So we have some Kobe beef, watercress, and the fried green plantain. That's where I tie in my heritage into it with the poivre. So they did an poivre steak, classic, meaty. We're in the Midwest, right? We're in Pennsylvania. We need meat here. We eat meat. We have a lot of great farms around here, so we got to bring that meat into it. And then we finish with the wild mushroom tart, which is to represent our farmers that grow. So that's how this menu came together, tying in the heritage, the culture, art, and all different types of walks of life to put it into one. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chef. We appreciate it. And thank you, Forefront. Beautiful job. There's plenty of party left, so continue to celebrate our artists. And I'm going to be going around asking you your favorite piece and help you find the artist, because many of the artists are here with us. Enjoy.